We are ready. Tea and conversation live right here this evening. I know you guys are all excited. The VIP, the VIP debate watch party. Like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, host Candy Low. I am. Yes, we are excited. We are ready to rumble, ready to roll in my Jarvis El-Amin voice. My brother, I'm going to just go ahead on and bring him right on in so we can get started. Listen, I am so excited about uh, this debate. It's the VP, the Vice President debate that's going on at 9 p.m. I know everybody's getting to their respective places. This last hour is a little bit after 8 p.m. Jarvis, what's going on over there?
Well, the people are coming on in, Candid. It's very exciting. This is a union for painters and other workers, painters, and people who do other kind of trade work. It's a very nice place. I can see a Black Business Expo here. I can see a lot of excitement here. I can see a big bazaar. I can see vendors right now. I can see vendors. I can see a concert in the back. I can see a lot going on here. I can see us doing a health fair here. It is a nice spot. You know, I passed by here many years. As a matter of fact, Michael Lewis used to have a church here years ago. I know about that, but I never had been back here. So it's very nice. The people are coming in, they feeling in, they ready for the excitement of the first and only vice presidential debate. This is going to be very interesting. My question is, are they going to talk about policy priorities? Are they going to be playing these games or talking about things that don't matter to the voters? My analysis is that we got to be, as Black people, concerned about policy priority that's going to affect Black people. We can't be saving the democracy. We did that the last time. What we need to do is fix the democracy so that it work for Black people and work for us as a community, and so that we can have benefits in this. We're talking about policies like student loan debt being canceled. We're talking about policies like a tax policy that can grow the middle class. We're talking about all of these issues. We're talking about education, education system, affordable housing. That that the federal government, what can they do to increase the availability of affordable housing? So we need policies, not so much partisan politics. What we need is policy priorities that's going to benefit Black people, and we need to fix this democracy so that it can be saved, and so fix it so that it can work for us. And
Yes,
Candy, to be
absolutely.
quite honest with you, we really need to be talking about this Project 2025. I don't think that Black people don't know the seriousness of it. I don't think they Googled the summary because it's a 900-page manifesto on what the Donald Trump plan to do if he's elected again, and talking about having immunity, talking about really establishing a dictatorship. And one of the things in Project 25 would be no unions. There would be no unions. There would be no 40-hour work week. There would be no time and a half. There would be no PTO time. There would be no Department of Commerce. There would be no National Hurricane Center. All that's going to be no Department of Education. There would be no such thing as Medicare and Social Security. So those are the things that's on the ballot. Also, in our community locally, we got recreational marijuana on the ballot. We got that on the ballot. We also got the abortion ban on the ballot. Women have the right to make healthcare decisions about their body between their doctor and themselves, and the government out of it, that they can make that decision of themselves. There's a spiritual component to that, but I think in a society like this, that's a healthcare decision, and women should be able to make. All of this is on the ballot. We got a lot at stake, and so I want to see how Vice President candidate J.D. Vance, how he gonna respond, and how the Tim Walsh gonna respond. And he's a school teacher. We're gonna see what he have to say. But it's a lot going on here. We got approximately about 1 month, 4 weeks before the election. It's showtime.
Oh, yeah,
It's
it's
showtime. So we
showtime.
got to be all in, all in. If we gonna do it, we got to be all in. That's what I
Yes,
see.
yes. Jarvis, have you been following the two VP candidates along the way? the last month and listening to what they have been saying on the campaign trail? And do you think some of that conversation will be brought to this debate this evening?
Well, I've been hearing Vice Presidential candidate J.D. Vance. He just been making blunder after blunder after blunder. I don't know if it's going to be just a attack on the party and attacked on Kamala Harris and the Harris Watch team. I haven't heard him talk about not one policy issue as the Republican presidential nominee. Haven't talked about policy issues. I've seen that some policy issues that Tim Walsh talked about, but not a lot of policy issues even him talking about. It's just been something they've been doing, just kind of riding off the two top of the tickets. But what we need them to do, because here's the seriousness of it, Candy. Vice President, if something happened to the president, we need a vice president that can step in and be the president. We saw that with President Biden. You know, when his cognitive skills and he didn't look like he can make it through, he had a vice president that stepped in, that's competent enough to get some things done. So I think that's what the American people, that's what Black people should be looking at. Is this vice presidential nominee, can they step in and become the president?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And Jarvis, um, at the debate watch this evening, what does it consist of? You know, back in the day, we used to have watch parties all the time. So what does it consist of this evening? Do you guys have big screens up, big TVs up? So what does that look like? Yeah, I know back in the day we would have all the TVs everywhere, a big party,
Yeah.
food. So give me the atmosphere. I could hear earlier that a
That's that
number of
invested just like that. You got one big screen
yeah,
TV set up theater style. They got a bar set up where you can get your hard drinks, and it's a bar, what they call a bar set up. Then they can have some finger food. I saw Nicole setting up some finger food, so there's gonna be some food and a bar set up for soft drinks and other hard drinks, alcoholic drinks, and they piling in. They piling in
yeah,
now, and everybody is looking forward to a meaningful debate. Everybody is civic engaged. Everybody is politically conscious, politically aware. We know the importance of politics. We know that everybody's involved in politics because you're not born until you got a birth certificate, and that's political. You ain't dead until you got a death certificate, and that's political. So people who say you can't get your Social Security without a Social Security card, that's political. So we know that this thing called political and civic engagement is all throughout our lives. We can't get around it. So we got to be all in on doing something to make it better, fixing the democracy. I'm not gonna shy away from that. We have to fix it so that it work for us. Because have them work for us. See, have them in transactional for us. You know, and we have to get some. I'm hoping, Candy, that recreational marijuana being on the ballot is going to get some young people out to the ballot. I know I talked to my son about voting. I've always been talking, come on, son, vote. And he said, I don't see no value in that. He said he's going to vote because of the
yeah,
recreational marijuana on the ballot. He's 27. I was inspired to hear him say that. He said, no, I'm going to the poll on this, Daddy. You ain't got to tell me. But I do need to know who going about those amendments. And
yes,
on that
yes,
note, we're going to be working with the 509 committee. We have former Supreme Court Justice Petty Quince that's going to be explaining tomorrow night. We'll be at Bethel Church downtown on Jefferson Street with a former Supreme Court Justice Peggy Quince to talk about the amendments, explaining the amendments, and knowing and going deep in depth, a big discussion about the amendments. We can't afford to, we got to go from the top of the ballot to the bottom of the ballot. We can't skip nothing. But we need to be informed on what to vote for.
yes, absolutely. And Jarvis, we need a whole full campaign on top of the ballot all the way to the bottom. That needs to
Yes.
start tomorrow. If we are 4 weeks out, just a little bit over, we definitely need to be saying from the top all the way to the bottom. Because when I was not politically inclined, um,
Yes. Mhm.
I
I
did
got
not.
Nicole in the green room if you're ready for her.
I am definitely ready for Nicole if she's ready. She is
Yes.
responsible for
Let me
putting
just
on
say this.
the debate.
I'm gonna say it right here now, Candy. Let me say it right here. I'm giving my full endorsement to Nicole Payne, District 4 County Commission. Jarvis El-Amin endorses her tonight. And I gave her a
Yes,
small check. I put my money where my mouth at. I told her that I'm
yes,
gonna go out canvassing with her. So we want to give you your next county commissioner, none other than Nicole Payne.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes,
Thank you, Jarvis. You know,
yes,
it's so wonderful to see our community coming together. And
yes,
thank you, Candy, for allowing me to come on your platform earlier this week. And Jarvis, you know, I've seen you guys out in the community since I started running, and with the Black Business Bus Tour. You know, this is what community is about, right?
yes,
Community is about coming together, serving the greater needs of the people. But as I said earlier today, I was at another event and I told everyone that this is not my campaign. This is an our campaign, because I am a person who is a public servant serving the people. And so when you put your trust and faith in me, I get to work for you. All
yes,
of our voices matter. All of the things that we've been going through in our county, we have to make sure that we have someone who understands those issues. Florida has been under conservative rule that has not gotten us anywhere for the last 40 years. And we have to have some balance. We have to have people that care and listen, and people that are educated enough to, one, know the job at hand, but when you don't know everything, you should be smart enough to know when to call in the experts. And that's what I want people to know that they're getting with me.
Love it.
Thank you so
absolutely.
much.
Yes.
Yeah,
Give,
thank
give,
you.
Nicole, give me a little bit about the atmosphere at the debate. I know when I first got on with Jarvis, everyone was excited. It sounds like the room is full of people. They're ready for
Yes,
this
people are
debate this
pouring
evening.
in.
Yes.
Yes, people are pouring in. We have someone here from the Harris campaign coming in. We've got people from the community, people that I just met at another event that the Democratic Women's Club had invited me to. So people are coming in. They're excited about this. You know, it's great not to be embarrassed about your beliefs and your values. And this is the time in our country when we need to heal. We need Harris and Walls like never before. We didn't know how much that we needed them until it was that Biden decided to step down and allow VP Harris to step up. But this is the momentum that we need. And going into November 5th, I think we're all excited. I mean, I couldn't be more excited for our community. Hillsborough County, we wanted to remain blue. It's been kind of like light blue, but we wanted to remain blue so we can begin to heal. And, you know, and I don't like divisive politics like the next guy or girl. But what I do want people to know is that what we go through really shouldn't be about Democratic or Republican or independent issues. These are everyday American issues that need to be fixed by a community. It is all of us collectively that is going to make sure that we get back on track, and we're no longer, you know, the embarrassment of the world. So, you know, I'm excited, and I hope everyone out there who is listening is excited, and get at least one other person that you know who is not registered to vote. Get them to vote, because when we show up, we win.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's
One
right.
more question. Nicole Payne. Nicole Payne is running for county commission. Make sure you remember the name when you go to that ballot box. Early voting definitely on election day.
Yeah.
If you do not go early, I have been saying to everybody, do not wait. Don't wait.
Yeah.
I can remember on election day a few years back, we had a storm on election day. So do not
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah. Do not wait. Have a plan.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
So Nicole,
exactly.
what do you think? What do you expect to hear us this evening from this debate?
You know, I expect that we're going to hear more of the same. More of from the Trump campaign is going to be doubling down on more insults, more fear mongering. You know, the right has been hijacked by their imagination, and and unfortunately, there's not much logic that you can speak into the folks that are fully bought in. The only thing we can do is turn out in great numbers and begin to re-educate our children in our community. So I expect that we're going to hear more of the same, more immigrant fears. We're going to hear more of criminal fears, and really, you know, if you research anything that they say, it doesn't make sense, you know, and you have to be your own fact checker. You can go back to the Roosevelt administration, and it will show you that Democratic administrations are better for the economy. You can even look at this stat globally. When you have conservative principles versus liberal principles, when you have a party for all, then your economy and your country does better. And that's not saying that, you know, Democrats are always right on every single situation, because we do need to have some kind of balance. And that's what our government is supposed to be about, checks and balances. And so what we're going to hear is that the immigrants are taking jobs. We're going to hear that, you know, women should be, you know, at home taking care of grandchildren, or, you know, just crazy, insane things. And from Walls, we're going to hear about community. We're going to hear about respect. We're going to hear about coming together. The things that we need for our country to heal, we're going to hear from Walls on that.
Yep, yep. I totally agree. I'm excited about it. I will be definitely glued to the television at 9 o'clock this Eastern time. Just want to
Yes.
sit
Yep.
there as well, because I was talking to a couple of my friends there in Alabama and making sure that they are tuned in to this debate as well. Any last words? I know Jarvis is there with you as well. This VP debate watch party. If you want to give out the address or anything else, so that,
Yeah.
because I know people are still coming, people are going to watch.
Yes.
They're going
Yes.
to
Please do come. Yes.
Yes.
We are at 8840 US 301. We are right next to the new Advent Hospital in Riverview. It's a short little road, and the union that we're at is IUPAT, IUPAT, Local Union 88. Come fellowship with us. Let's talk about ideas and solutions. You know, we have like-minded individuals here. We have refreshments. So we have bingo. We have another candidate, one of the youngest candidates that is running for Senate, Ben Braver, is here. So we are going to have a fabulous time. So if you're in the area, close to the area, get in your car, come and celebrate and fellowship with us. We'd love to see you guys. And if you want to know more about my campaign, please go to votefornicolepayne.com. And that's the number 4, votefornicolepayne.com.
All right, now you heard it
Thank you,
first right
Candy.
here on Tea and Conversation. You are quite welcome,
Thank you.
and go out
Thank you.
and win. Yes.
Yes, she
All
did
right.
it. Look, she topped the
Yes.
town.
Definitely
And
top
it's
of the town.
so refreshing to see new candidates coming to the process. And if anybody close to Wamama, if you're down in Apollo Beach, if you're down in Parrish, if you're in Riverview, if you're in Brandon, making it over here to the UPAT Union. It's the Painters Union. It is 8850 301 next to the new Advent Hospital. Come on out and fellowship with us. We're having some fun. It's 8840 US Highway 301 in Riverview. Put it in your GPS and get on over here. It's going to get exciting here, Ken. It's going to get hot up in here. There's going to be we're going to be dropping hot tea. It's going to be exciting. I love this engagement of good politics. And we're going to see what these people do. But I can tell you something. God blessed me to be able to make it to the national convention of the NAACP back in July. That was a very empowering experience. And I got a whole new respect for the NAACP when you see it at the national level. They had people from the Department of Education and the Biden administration canceling student debt on the spot.
Wow.
Yvette, the president, had $80,000 of her student debt canceled. The line was all throughout the Mandalay Bay ballroom. Also, they had medical doctors from the Veteran Affairs Administration checking people to get their VA benefits, having a doctor check them on the spot, getting the VA benefits. These are the kind of policy priorities that we need administration to look at. Do you realize that people that got $100,000 worth of student loan debt on their credit, what they debt to income ratio is on their debt? They can't go buy no house, can't buy no car because the debt to income ratio too high because they got $100,000 worth of student loan debt. These are policy priorities that we need to talk about. So we need to talk about the tax plan. People that's making over $500,000 a year paying less tax than a man who make $90,000, who make $80,000. That's what I'm concerned with, Candy. All this other stuff, politics, somebody eat dogs and cats. I ain't worried about that. I'm not concerned with that. I'm concerned about policies that's going to affect the life of Saeed's children, K3 children. That's my concern.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And Jarvis, you just hit on when you said Yvette Lewis, Madam President Yvette Lewis. You want to chat a little bit about that event on this past Saturday? I mean, she really talked to town. You're talking about high cotton.
Do I?
Yes.
Do I want to talk about it? Candy, you talk about high cotton in Dawson, Georgia, all the way to Muskogee County high cotton. She taught the town. She had about 1,400 people to the rafters. Matter of fact, the tickets were so hot that she had a waiting list. Now, sometimes when the sponsors buy tickets, they just buy the tickets because sometimes I look at it as this guilt money. It's white folks guilt money. No. Everybody who bought tables, they brought people and packed it. There was no empty seats, honey. Everybody who bought a table, they had people show up for the table. The food was excellent. The service was good. The speaker, Dr. Daniel Black, the Clark Atlanta University, he knocked a home run. Google his name. Dr. Daniel Black, Clark Atlanta University, Atlanta, Georgia. He dropped the ball. Look here, Candy, 20 minutes. He did I didn't have to say hit and quit at one time. He hit and quit 20 minutes straight. It was beautiful. They had all of the picture taking, the 360. They had a man playing a saxophone for the reception. They had drink. Look, the black people took over the Marriott Waterside. We took it over. White people didn't know what hit them. They said they ain't never seen upscale black people. Doctors, lawyers, Indian chiefs, engineers, entrepreneurs, business people. It was very diverse. All of the tea and conversation people was there. Yes. All your people and my people was there, and they were looking good. Kim Jogi, she was looking good. The newly elect public defender, she was looking good. Deborah Valente, she was looking good. Nancy Milan, she was looking good. All the judge friends, they were looking good. It was great.
Yes, I've seen so many people, and I seen the Queen Connie Burton was there, and she was.
Oh, Connie was looking regal. That's Marcus Garvett's first daughter. She was looking absolute regal. I mean regal. And Madam President was looking regal. They had knocked a home run. Emma Moore, she did a great job at MC. And let me tell you something. Who shocked me? Fred McClure, Attorney Fred McClure, was the MC in place of Sean Shaw, because Sean Shaw running for county commission. Fred told some good jokes. I was scared for Fred telling jokes, but the jokes was good. He was a great MC. You know me as an MC, to say somebody else was a good MC, I ain't giving away that to nobody. He did a great job. He did a great job. Yes. And they did awards for the lifetime members, and they honored Dr. Carl Warren Sr.
You kidding me?
Yeah, they honored him, but they call that word is emotional when you're dead already, but it's a word they use. I don't know that word, but and the crowd, when his name was called, the crowd went crazy. His wife went up there and got the award for him. Dr. Sharon Wright got an award for a lifetime membership. It was really nice.
Yes. Yes, you know, Dr. Carl Warren was a big supporter of Madam President
You
Yvette
was.
Lewis. Very, very encouraging to her, motivating to her.
You
And I
was.
know that his last days, when he was able to, he was still coming here and helping her on Wednesdays at the NAACP office.
He was. And let me tell you something. His wife, she keeping it going. She come that 3 days a week and volunteer at the branch. The branches is growing. They have a civic engagement. And I want to talk about it. We partner with Derek Fullwood doing a Rock the Vote event at 1200 North Lake Avenue in Reagan Park this Sunday. Got Tom G and all the young hip hop artists. And because you know, October the 7th is the last day to register to vote if you're going to vote in this election. So that day is going to be October the 6th. And so we're going to be registering people to vote. I'll be there with NAACP. We partner with AAA Building and We Dream Foundation to do a Rock the Vote event. And I've been working with them, putting out flyers in the barbershops, beauty salons, all over in the community. The buzz is in the community. It's really, they talked about it in the rain, talked about it on front page, Tampa Bay on 101.5 The Vibe. I talked about it on 88.5 this past Sunday.
Mhm.
We are really let me just tell you something, Candy. I'm predicting this turnout for Kamala Harris is going to be bigger than Obama because me and you led the charge for Obama in 2008. We was the
Absolutely.
headquarters. We raised 20 grand. The first black group in Tampa Bay. Write this down if y'all doing history. We was the first black group to raise money, $20,000 for Obama at the Harbor Club. You remember that, Candy? And
Absolutely. And
remember
the
when they
first,
were, yeah, you
yes,
remember that, right?
absolutely. And the first to do a debate watch party.
Oh, we owned that. As a matter of
Yes.
fact, when Obama was sending people from New England everywhere, we forced the Obama campaign to pay canvassers. Said, don't be sending these people down here. We ain't finna do this free. This well, we gotta find a way to do it. Remember, they was giving those $150 gift cards? And I'm
Yes.
gonna tell you something. Kamala Harris, if she better take a page out of Obama book, because you really this gonna turn. Let me tell you how this race gonna work. Whoever can turn out their base is gonna win this. And whoever can turn out their base and how you turn out your base, you got to knock on their door and ask them to come out and vote. And so
Absolutely.
canvassing, phone banking is going to make the difference. There's data and stats that said phone banking can swerve an election by 3% and canvassing can swerve an election by 10%. And those
Absolutely.
activities that can change this election.
Absolutely. Definitely phone banking has made a difference for quite some time. We've done a lot of phone banking, a lot of canvassing over the years for so many candidates. And definitely during that time when Barack Obama was running for office, all of the groundwork that we put in. So I know that there's a lot of groundwork that's going on now with Kamala Harris camp. I'm not sure how much it is in the state of Florida because she's in so many other states. And are we getting ready for this? Time is ticking. I'm looking at that clock there,
Yeah,
Jarvis.
we got about 20 minutes. You know, the TV pundits doing the analysis now. And you
Yes.
know, so we doing our own analysis. We want you to like this video. We want you to subscribe, like, and share this video. And we want you to become a member of Tea and Conversation YouTube channel. We want to get 10,000 subscribers within the next month. We want to do this because we know, because Candy have a platform. Her platform is wide and broad, and she always is so gracious to provide a platform to help this community to go. Tea and Conversation Live, going over 20 years. Black Business Bus Tour, the Black Business Hall of Fame, the Black Business Expo Live, all the things that we have done over the years. But Candy, you have been very gracious in sharing your platform, making our community better. And I want to say that I'm happy to be a part of most of what we have done in this community. And I want people to understand we going into technology. I'm so glad when I saw you on YouTube, I said, now you're coming, Candy. Because TMP gone, radio, traditional radio, as we know, it's going to be gone, Candy. This is going to be the new
Oh
frontier
yes.
right here.
Oh
Right here
yes.
where we at now.
Yeah, this is it. This
Yeah.
definitely is it. And thank you so much for that, Jarvis. And thank you for always being right there with me and pushing me and guiding me and showing me and rah-rahing me over the years. And you know what? And happy birthday and happy anniversary to my sister, your beautiful wife, Jay. Miss J.
Your birthday and retirement.
Yes,
Birthday, yeah,
yes.
birthday and retirement. Shout out to Sky, her sister. She did a surprise retirement party at Jackson's on Harbor Island Sunday. It was first class, Candy. She had favors, had cupcakes with J pitch on it. People from TGF Imaging, where she retired from. It was really nice. So shout out to my beautiful queen, Justin Scott, better known as Jay. And her birthday was yesterday. Thanks to Angela Burden, Angela Bruton from
Bruton. Mm-hmm.
yeah, Bruton from Table 22. They laid it out for us. I took her to brunch there. Then later on, we went out shopping and we gave her. She got a massage that morning. She is treated like a queen, and we get ready to do some great things. And Ken, let me tell you something. God have been so great to me. If you would be gracious enough at some point to invite me, I want to really, really talk about relationship, because a lot of Black women is getting hung up in these romance scams. Like Shirley Strawberry got caught up in all these. We really need to start educating our Black women to not be so thirsty and get caught up in these romance scams. And I'm the person qualified to talk about that, because I'm the truly love doctor and relationship guru. All these other people talking about relationship and all that, they don't know. I know what I'm talking about, because I went to the well 6 times. On the 7th time, I came up with diamonds from my beautiful wife, and I can tell you what it takes to make it. And so, Black women, when Candy invite me out, we gonna have 10,000 viewers that day. We ain't gonna do it unless we get 10,000 viewers, because we gonna have something to talk about.
Yes, yes. And you know, I've heard the story and I can sit and listen to it all the time because you gave me a hunk of tips as well.
Yes, yes. God is so good.
Right. Yeah.
So
Thank you so
and thank you, Candy, for inviting me on your wonderful platform. I saw you had Sister Connie. You've been having some great people on your platform. And I said, I know that my time would come, and I'm so glad you invited me at this point in time. Everything is timing. And I love your sister, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. And we want to make sure that we really, really keep on being not just impressive, but being impactful and changing people's lives and being impactful in people's lives. And we do things for the right reason, Candy. We never get to be on another newspaper, never get another award. We do it for the right reason. And that's why God has always blessed us. But we never been on the Shine Committee. We do it because it's the right thing to do, and we want to impact lives and change people's lives, change their bank account, change their address, and make their life, empower them to come better.
Absolutely, absolutely. And thank you so much. On with me is Jarvis El-Amin, my brother. They are over there getting ready to watch the Vice President Debate Watch. J.D. Vance. I don't know why I keep messing up. J.D. Vance and Tim Waltz starting at 9 p.m. Thank you so much, Jarvis, for joining me.
Thank you, Candy. And absolutely, make sure you like and share this video. Thank you, Candy. We'll talk somewhere down in the chat. We'll talk about the debate down in the chat, and we'll do some post analysis down in the chat. Thank you so very much. I'm going to get in here and network and see what we can get going.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.